Thank you for tuning in to the 2025 World Crokinole Championship Doubles Division. We are in the round of 12. This is Group B, Game 2. Currently, the Slaters are in second out of the group. Langill and Carrafiello right on their heels, 2 points behind. This could be a critical match to see who lands where after the second game of the round robin. Taking some practice shots as both these teams get prepped. We have the Slaters, Justin and Fred, the reigning and returning World Doubles Champions, up against some Langill and Josh Carrafiello, the 2024 Ontario Doubles Crokinole Champions. This is a game with 4 rounds. Langill and Carrafiello to open with a 20. Langill lipping out ever so slightly, backboard for Ron, and he capitalizes. Fred left with an open 20 opportunity, now with 1 in the cup. Langill and Carrafiello with the advantage. They are playing against the hammer, but 2 20s up in the cup. Feeling pretty comfortable right now as Justin finds his range. Both these teams are very well renowned, and an important note about this match: Carrafiello and Slater are both in the running to win the National Crokinole Association Tour. Carrafiello currently holds first place in the standings overall. Justin is right on his heels, and if Justin can win the World Crokinole Doubles Division, he will win the tour. So a lot of pressure on Carrafiello to make sure that doesn't happen, and one way he can do that is to beat the Slaters in this match. Certainly easier said than done. That being said, I was going to say they had a lead, but Justin with a beautiful follow-through. Langill going a little bit long on that open 20. Fred quick to play defense. Oh, Carrafiello wants to interfere with that, but I don't think he sees it, and he's going to be leaving Justin with a heavy hanger. Nice pick for Carrafiello, keeping his on the board, but Justin now left with this, able to convert. The Slaters are now up in the cup, stealing away that advantage Langill and Carrafiello once had. Now Slaters with the hammer. Fred sure to play to the outside now, hitting and sticking in that spot. Nothing Carrafiello can do here but to stay on the board. Come down to the final few shots of this first round. I think Justin doesn't love where that lies, because this leaves Ron the opportunity to angle in, almost getting a 20. Fred now has a choice to make. Either get in or get away. Looks like he's going for the roll. Oh! I stand corrected. A follow-through that could perhaps seal the round, so long as Justin can convert this 20, which he does. Best Ron can do is score a 20 of his own and hope for a miss out of Fred. Highly unlikely at this stage in the game, but nothing's impossible. That was probably very impossible as Slater take the first 2 points of this 4-round game. And again, every point counts. The top team in each pool will be moving on to the finals of the World Crokinole Championship Doubles. A lot of highlight shots, 2 follow-throughs from the Slaters. Justin to open up with a 20. And a warning I will give to the viewers before we get too far into this match: the final 2 or 3 shots cut out of this clip, but the play was fantastic enough. I was like, hey, we may as well see the 95% of this match that's viewable because of shots like that. Fred, the beauty drop back. Carrafiello finding his range on the open 20s. And we are right into this 20s race. But yeah, again, this match will cut out a little bit short. Nonetheless, here we are in the action. Ron going a little bit long. We'll see what Fred does with this. Looks like Justin is suggesting an angle at which Fred can roll away from comfortably. That was decent. Might be a 20 opportunity here for Carrafiello, though. Oh, ho, ho. That almost went in twice. It was the right line, and then that black button almost bumped it in. Nonetheless, looks like Justin's going to try to get that out of there. Oh! Yeah, he's not happy about that. Backboard opportunity for Ron, which he converts on. Now, Slaters are up in the 20s, but Ron and Carrafiello do have the hammer advantage. So certainly possible for them to work back into this round. Looks like Carrafiello's going for a hide. Interesting decision. Could have been the right move, though. Looks like he went a little bit far. Actually, Justin's taking a look at it. It is a tricky spot. Justin losing his own shooter, and I think that was intentional. More concerned about getting the red off than keeping his own on. They're up in the 20s, 2 pieces on the board. Not much concern to keep his own shooter on. Ron now trying to get a mistake out of Fred. See if he gets it. He does not. Fred able to get through the post to the other side of the board. Carrafiello now fighting for a 20. Doesn't get it. A little bit off on that angle. And, oh! Yeah, Justin wanted to get out of there. Caught a post, bounced back, leaving a backboard for Langill, and he converts. Tied up in the cup. Oh, I misspoke. The Slaters do not have hammer. Or no, I didn't misspeak. Hammer time. That's what I gotta look at. Hammer time has the hammer. The Slaters still up in the 20. Justin most likely to play to the outside here. Getting between the posts. That's certainly not bad. Tough shot for Langill here on his final shot of this round. See what he's able to do with this. Takeout doesn't go. Oh, that wasn't a takeout. He lost his own, leaving an open board for Fred. And Fred seals it with that 20. Final shot inconsequential. Slaters take another 2 points. We need to score 4-0. Could be the kind of lead they need going to the final 2 rounds. Again, it's 5 games in this round robin. So even a 6-2 win is so crucial. Not only are you getting those 2 points, you're taking those points away from your opponents. Brandon Osborne put it beautifully like that. And yeah, that's the best way to consider it. Why each of these matches, every single point, every single round is so important. And especially with such an aggressive cutoff of 1 team out of each pool. Yeah, really matters as Slater. Beauty follow through again. Ron going long. Slaters definitely have the hammer in this round. I'm not messing that up again. They have the hammer. Fred, a simple takeout. Staying between. Kind of dead center there. Carrafiello pushing for a follow through. Doesn't get it. Could be a potential drop back here. That'd be tough. Oh, some aggressive defense with a beautiful roll. And I think with the way Ron's looking at that, that's almost dead center on the 5. He's going to have to half-hole it. And he gets it. Loses his own in the process, though. Fred can really make this hurt with an open 20. And he does. If you remember the scores that we showed earlier, you'll notice that the Slaters are in second currently in their pool. Tied for first in terms of points, but down in the 20s, and it's because of defensive plays like you just saw from Justin. They are less concerned about the 20s and more so about getting the points. And for the most part, that's what's crucial. And perhaps the initial lead from the Osborne and Van Gameren team can be deceiving on that, but if the Slaters' defensive strategies are working and they continue consistently getting those 6-2 wins, then we could see that pay out for them. Langill going long ever so slightly. Most likely a roll from Fred. Last time I said that, though. Oh! I was wrong again. On the opposite side, last time Fred got a follow-through on that. This time, lost his own, leaving Carrafiello with a 20 of his own. Down to the final 4 shots, though. Play on the outside. Slaters up a 20. And with the hammer. Yeah, and that is just far enough back. Ron's pointing at that post. Oh, he's going to try from the outside. Or, I guess not. Maybe he was saying that was too far back for that to really happen. It's going to come down to Carrafiello, and not much he can do. Angle in 20 to make Slater shoot. Doesn't get it. Slater wisely, I believe. Yep, they're double checking the cup. He's going to gutter because there's the very small chance that he could drop that red in. And he doesn't want to do that. He wants to make sure they get the points. Slaters with a 6-0 lead. could be looking at an 8-0 lead, and in such a small round robin, those are huge, especially over a team like Ron and Josh. Oh! Fred goes long. Carrafiello with an open 20. Coming up short. Slater with a backboard now. Oh, wow. Nobody wants it. Maybe Ron wants it. We'll see if Ron wants that 20. Heavy hanger here. Can he convert? And he does with the off. Langill and Carrafiello with the hammer in this round. Up 20 now. Big advantage to start this round off with. Oh, Carrafiello again. Going a little bit long. Backboard for Slater, which he converts on. We are right back to a 20s race. Langill going a little bit long. Short. Going a little bit short. Short and long are not the same thing, folks. Fred taking a second to wax his button. Going for this backboard. Oh! He doesn't get the off or the 20. And leaves an opportunity for Carrafiello. This could spell danger. Oh, yeah, and Carrafiello gets it. And that red disc might be a 20 here for Justin. It's going to be tight. Of course. Of course it's an easy 20 for Justin. That is why he is a 5-time World Crokinole Champion. And I think that's one of the reasons I really wanted to do this match, despite it cutting out short, and that's going to cut out soon. Because this is a great example of, yes, Justin Slater normally plays defense. You'll see him play very defensively through his games, and we're going to see it a lot in this round robin. But in this match, for some reason, just hitting 20s left, right, and center. It just shows, yeah, he's a defensive mastermind, but he can also hit everything else. Yeah, him not playing offense is not because he can't. He most certainly can, as he demonstrates here. Going around the circle, open 20s. And Ron comes up a little bit short. Slater's taking a little bit of a look here before this shot. Now we're down to this final circle. See what Fred's able to do. Oh! He doesn't get the off. Carrafiello lining up this shot. That's where it cuts out. And I can tell you right now, folks, that was the turning point right there, I'm presuming, because Langill and Carrafiello salvaged 2 points out of this game. We look at the final scores now. That additional 6 brought the Slaters not in the lead, actually. They are perfectly tied in points and 20s with Osborne and Van Gameren, which is perfect because Game 3 is when these two teams faced off, and that's what we are looking at next. As they are both tied 12 points each, this third match could be a critical one in deciding who moves on to the finals. So make sure to stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this World Championship content, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay tuned into the action. My name is Garrett, and as always, happy flicking.